My best friend's 40M girlfriend, 26F, is jealous of me, 39F, over something that never happened. I'm sorry for the long post, but I'm trying to be as detailed as I can. Me and my best friend have been friends since we were 6. For that reason we have a really close friendship, but that seems to trigger his girlfriends, even though there was never something romantically going on between us. I've tried everything for them to like me, like hanging out, trying to include them in plans for them to see I'm not a threat to their relationship at all. He met this girl 4 months ago. I live in a foreign country and Jay only visit home once a year, so the only chance we get to hang out is when I'm in my home country. They went to visit me and my family together at my parents' house and I thought it went well. He never skips a Christmas visit and I'm never here on these dates, Christmas/Nye, so it was strange that he didn't visit at all on those days because he even visits my parents when I'm not home. So I texted him cause I'm leaving on Jan the 9th and he said that his girlfriend thinks there's something going on between us so she won't stop arguing about it. She even threatened me on a Facebook message saying that if she sees another text from me I'm in trouble and she's going to tell my husband. I've been married for 13 years and have 3 kids. She's foreign, and the relationship is really recent so she doesn't know me. This all happened because I sent him pictures of me and my kids. Since I don't post on social media, I do like to share moments and pictures directly with my closest friends and family over texts. I'm not visiting with my husband over visa issues, therefore he's not in the pictures, but they're friends themselves. My best friend introduced me to him at some party. I don't know how to proceed really. I don't want to lose my best friend over something this stupid. She won't listen to what I have to say and just gets more and more aggressive to me and my kids. Update: I did speak with him, but all I felt was that he's playing victim, claiming she's been awful to him as well. And even though she had no right to attack me or my family without even knowing us, I can't help but wonder how he's manipulated the situation. She texted me back again saying that I got what I wanted and that she's staying somewhere else because of a huge fight, but I'm really just fed up of the situation. Right now I don't feel like my friend is to be trusted at all and I'll just give this friendship a break. My life is nowhere near this kind of drama right now. Thank you all for taking the time to read this and give me advice. I really appreciate your comments. Big hug to you all. Your BF chooses these immature's. Forward every single messages she sends you directly to your BF with the phrase "tell her to stop constricting me." Does she send these messages to your female co-workers, business contacts? After a few messages block her, then keep sending him more pics. I think he knows about these texts. She sent them very late at night and they're living together, but from all the advice I'm starting to think he likes it, that his girlfriends try to play this possessive game with him or whatever, but I hate to be dragged into it every damn time. Never asked for it. Your friend sounds incredibly shallow and is clear only thinking with his dick. She an absolute nightmare, but who cares, cause she's young and hot, right? I'd go low contact until he smartens up. The drama is just not worth it. If you push the issue, she will just use it to perpetuate the narrative that you're jealous of her and have feelings for him. But don't be surprised if this turns into something long-term and serious. A lot of guys his age will attach themselves to younger women to compensate some sort of insecurities they have. Your friend has some issues. So if everyone he dates is crazy, the common denominator is him. Either he mistreats them and drives them crazy, or he is attracted to toxic women. Either way, it's his issue and not you. Also, you can have a friend that you care about that doesn't treat their intimate partners well. The red flags from him are strong, and if he chooses this life, it's on him. I wouldn't waste 1 second worrying about it. Best of luck. I'm mostly worried about your best friend dating someone almost half his age who doesn't seem mature at all. This is not your problem, it's his. Let him deal with it. Are you worried she'll tell your husband? If so, why? How can I, 30F, gently tell my husband, 31M, I scratched his dream car. Update, I FaceTimed him and told him what happened. He was initially confused, then smirked at me. I was confused at this point, even after sending him the pictures. He laughed a little and explained not to worry. Well, when he first got the car, he took it to get detailed, which I knew about. I didn't know that he also had a paint protection film put on the car, which was the whole reason for the detail. I actually ended up scratching a plastic film over the paint. He actually told me I can fix it if I want to. And he walked me through the process of fixing the plastic by applying heat to it with a blow dryer and then rubbing it with my fingers back to normal. I had a heart attack over nothing. He then thanked me for being so concerned and telling him about what I did. He also said it would have been okay if I had scratched the paint, we would have just taken it to the body shop to fix. Sorry if I seemed freaked out over nothing, guys. I think remembering his excitement over those years of ordering the car and seeing pictures of the car being built made this a lot worse for me mentally. But thank you for your guys' advice. I've learned so much about car paint in a short amount of time. Hello everyone on Reddit. I made this throwaway so it can't possibly be tracked back to us. Some explaining, my husband has worked his ass off for years to finally be able to buy his dream Porsche. It's in a special color, which meant it was a 17K option alone and took months to paint. This is also a fairly dark paint color, so the scratch is easily seen from far away. I scratched it while it was in the garage. I was getting a box out of the garage. Carefully edged my way past the car and felt my heart sink when I felt my belt scratch the paint. My heart dropped as I saw a 4-inch long scratch on the side of the car. He's currently not home. He's at his parents' house now. He absolutely babies this car, it's his pride and joy. I'm absolutely scared at not only his reaction that I scratched his baby, but at the potential repair bill for the body shop / paint repair. This car was not cheap, neither was the paint color. I'm currently scared as he'd be devastated if anything happened to that car. Not angry, but just so sad seeing his baby have a 4-inch scratch on the front. Please Reddit, I'm begging for some advice. I'm scared shitless for both him and the repair bill. Edit, he's visiting his parents and will be gone for about 2 weeks to help them with some renovations. He left yesterday and of course I had to accidentally scratch it. Edit 2. For the curious, I got the paint name from him a little bit ago. His car is painted in midnight blue metallic with silver wheels. Hi, women here. Scratched my fiancé brand new car like 3 months after he got it. I under it and the fear. Here's what I did. I took a good picture of it and walked into our place and showed him. I apologized for being clumsy, and said I'd fix it. He was a little upset at first, but mentioned that it was better that he knew about it. We went out and looked at it together. Turns out it wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be. I scratched it with the corner of a box. It was able to be buffed out and can barely be seen. I'm sure that the scratch your belt made was deeper and to you looks horrible. Just take some good pictures. 2 or 3 should be a good start. Before you send the pictures, give him a call and explain what happened. Tell him you have pictures if he wants to see and you're willing to take it to get fixed before he comes home if he wants. Try your best to be calm when you tell him. He might get a little upset, but hopefully it won't be as bad as it seems right now. I'm already planning on telling him. I'll update you guys in about 20 minutes. Wow, I'm glad he had the foresight to get PPF for his car. It can be expensive, but worth it if he got a 911 or a Taycan or something. Very glad everything worked out. My stomach dropped for you just thinking about having to pay to get it fixed over a silly accident. I once put diesel fuel in my own gas tank and my so had to fix, and that had me upset enough, but thankfully he was much calmer fixing the mess I caused than I thought. Dye your hair. Meanwhile, I'll make a list of countries where you can hide. Sounds like you have yourself a keeper. Despite the fact that he babies his car, it is clear it's second to you by a large margin. Congratulations and best wishes. I am not sure I want to propose to my girlfriend because of our sex life. Short summary, we've been living together for a long time, 7+ years, and I do believe she is the one for me. We are happy. I miss her when I'm not around her. She is my first kiss, and the first person I've slept with. However, our sex life is non-existent and it's weighing more on me than ever before. In 2020, I don't think we made love more than 10 times. We're both in our late 20s. I don't know what to do. I want her to be my wife. I even picked out a ring. However, I'm afraid that it'll only get worse. Just from a female perspective, when there are issues in my relationship, the main way that manifests is sexually. It's not a deliberate withholding of sex, but some issues can mean that libido disappears. I'd advise that you talk to your girlfriend about any issues that she may be having. It's not clear what this could be from your post, but here are some examples that have affected the sex life of myself or friends. Work stress / family issues / lockdown related, may have nothing to do with you. Desire for more romance / non-sexual intimacy. Trust issues after cheating has occurred. Body confidence issues. Thank you. I'll spark up the conversation once I'm home to figure out if everything is alright. We've talked about it in the past for sure. Even got to a point where she had sex with me because she didn't want to upset me. She wasn't in the mood. Told her this wasn't okay and she should feel 100% comfortable telling me how she feels, but it should certainly be a part of the relationship and should include both parties. I know that since we have a puppy together, he ruins the few times it's about to happen, but there certainly is a lack of sex drive and she has admitted this as well. The main issue I think I have is that it seems like it's a non-issue for her, since she doesn't feel like something is missing, and I do. If that makes any sense. I do know that I sometimes act too quickly and horny due to sexual frustration, and that certainly is a thing I got to work on. But I don't think that's the root of the issue. I read your replies on the other comments and wanted to weigh in. I've been with my husband for 5 years and am in my late 20s. I was on the Depot BC at the start of our relationship and had been for years before we got together. My sex drive took a dramatic crash and I didn't even notice until I began to think about it one day. Once we only had sex one time in 3 months. My husband never brought it up and was incredibly sensitive to my feelings. Switched to several different pill forms to try them out and it got better with time. Due to the horrendous hormonal changes with each of them, I came off BC for 1.5 years. My sex drive immediately came roaring back. It was incredible. I'm currently back on the lowest hormonal pill on the market and my sex drive has remained the same. It is really scary experimenting with birth controls. It really messes you up mentally. But it's really important to figure out. Once she finds the right one, it should be smooth sailing if that is the problem. I wish you both luck on your journey. Thank you so much. First step will be to get her to talk to her gynecologist for sure. She should be able to help guide us. Could be 1, hormonal and could have a fix. 2, emotional and may need therapy to address, X, connected to trauma, etc. 3, external factors like stress, puppy etc. 4, you may need some tips for engaging in foreplay, both emotional and physical, that work for her. 5, some people just have a much lower sex drive. 6, health issues. 7, she may need to explore what she enjoys in sex. If she also came into the relationship inexperienced, she may need to figure out what makes sex amazing for her and hasn't gone on that journey. Or she doesn't feel confident communicating once. Lovingly let her know this issue is affecting you in the relationship and see if she is on board with guilt-free exploring with you which of these options, or another. There are countless options, it might be. And it might be wise to hold off proposing until this is addressed. But know that while this type of issue can lead to a couple deciding they are incompatible, this is valid. Solving a problem like this can also lead to a stronger marriage down the road. Give yourself some time to see which one, and make sure you talk about it safely and honestly enough that you both know what you are agreeing to and signing up for if you do decide to get married. One partner being dissatisfied or another feeling pressured into sex regularly can lead to major resentment, so you want to get on the same page as much as possible before marriage. Very few couples have identical sex drives and all have to find consensual respectful compromises sometimes or abstain due to health, long distance, etc. At times, this needs to be possible for you too if need be, but major discrepancies in libido deserve serious discussion regarding how you can both be satisfied, safe, and happy with this part of your relationship. Good luck. Wishing you both the best in sensitive discussions and problem solving.